Hey, y'all hear that? That's the sound of your favorite player having 0 finals MVPs.
Welcome to Dunk Bait. We'll be talking about basketball. Not current basketball, obviously, seeing what's going on. We'll talk about what if LeBron had 0 MVP, Josiah is poking the bear on new hobbies for the season, you know, until the season starts again. True Hollywood with Schwartz. NBA players donated to the community.
I was minding my business, trying to enjoy my leisurely Saturday.
I wouldn't say that.
I was minding my business. trying to get through the coronavirus like everybody else.
Yep.
And I posed a simple question on Twitter. I just said, imagine in an alternate universe, because obviously this is not the case, if LeBron had 0 finals MVPs and Bron fans were on here trying to convince y'all he revolutionized the game. And I was met with a bunch of fat shaming as usual, but y'all, I'm still at the Equinox. I might have to shut it down. I'm at the crib now. Push-ups.
I will say this. He did revolutionize the game.
Most definitely.
The way he approached the game, another guy that's 6'3" could do that. The way Steph plays is an anomaly.
That's the first time we've said his
not.
name. It's like Candyman. You guys are going like he. You had not said his name that whole segment. Here we go. Steph did revolutionize the game.
Yes.
Now, if LeBron had 0 finals MVPs and I was on Twitter like, yo, LeBron revolutionized the game. What would I be met with? A bunch of like, yeah, you're right. You know what he did? Or he don't got no finals MVPs. He's boo-boo.
How did he play in the finals?
How he got 3 rings with no finals? So look, Steph fans, you guys are some of the most, look, you're diehard dedicated and I love rolling with you. This is NBA Twitter. Now, if you want Steph to be in the GOAT debate, this is what we do in the GOAT debate. It's a slander
Welcome to the big leagues, boys.
This is the big league.
You feel me?
All the anger and frustration came from the fact that a lot of you know that if LeBron had been in those circumstances, you would be on Twitter clowning me mercilessly. So Steph is one of the most pettiest players of all time, and I love to see it. And I think the ratings have been down because he hasn't been in the
More
league.
shimmies, please.
We need
love it.
But if you're gonna be petty, you gotta get it back, all right? If you're gonna come in clowning, prepare to get clowned. That's the game. So if y'all wanna cry about it, boo-hoo. We got some tissues for you.
Careful with that.
These will be coming with me.
A couple weeks ago, I told a story about Gigi Hadid. Dire times, I decided to break out another story. This one involves the FBI and someone who's going to jail for kind of a while. It's 2008, I'm in high school. I had okay grades. I had bad grades. I had not good grades. They were very mediocre. And at our high school, it's a big high school, big public high school. The college counselors weren't really looking to help out if you didn't have like at least a 3.0. You know, fair play to them, but whatever. Our friend from Sacramento calls my mom and she says, you gotta hire this guy. He's great. He was so helpful for us finding the right school for our daughter. First meeting, we're all at the dining room table. It's me, and then the counselor, my dad, and then my mom. So the counselor, he turns to me kind of a few minutes into the meeting, and he says, Zach, pretend these grades don't exist. Where would you want to go to college? I was a big Washington fan at the time. My dad went there. You know, I grew up in Seattle for a little bit. So I told him, I want to go to the University of Washington. He nods, takes out a piece of legal pad paper, writes down a number, tears it out, hands it to my parents. My dad looks at the piece of paper, turns to my mom, shows it to her, turns it around so I can see it, and says, what the is this? Written on the paper, it says $100,000. Counselor explains, well, see, if you make that donation today, Zach will be enrolled tomorrow. My dad turns to me and he goes, Zach, I love you. If you want to go to this school, it'll be through hard work. My mom chimes in, we aren't sending the message to our son that things in life can be bought instead of hard work. I'm curious, so I asked, but like, how's that work? See, you give me the money, and then I make a donation to the University of Washington team. And they admit Zach is a walk-on. They use that money to buy equipment or whatever. Once he gets to the school, quits the team, they can't kick him out. Goes about his merry way.
What was the counselor's name?
It was Rick Singer, the guy who got caught by the FBI, the one that got Lori Loughlin sent to jail, the one who like bribed people to get into USC and University of San Diego and all those places. It was him. But what he got caught for all happened well after I'd already gone to school. And the best evidence that I didn't bribe my way into college is that I went to Arizona State, and that isn't exactly a university that has very strict requirements to get in. It was great. I loved it.
Zach, looking back on it, do you ever regret your parents not being smart enough for not giving the bag and giving him the bag so that you could go to the college of your choice?
I had so much fun at ASU. I was thinking about that on the way in today. I was like, how grateful I am that like I had not great grades and ended up at ASU, like, because that was so much fun. And I would have never met Gigi Hadid. So
I don't know if you qualify as meteor, bro. Yeah, you took that L, bro. Right. Trying to come up with new ways to maybe enjoy our day, like while we're, you know, at the crib.
Call of Duty Warzone came out. 15 million players joined that. That's actually where Devin Booker was. He was streaming when he found out that the season was suspended.
He looked like he was getting served in the game, too. I don't want to say
Yeah,
anything. He looked like he was getting that work.
I ain't mad at him. I jumped on there for like 10
Okay, I'm
seconds
just saying.
and backed on out, went to the campaign, bro.
I'm an old square. I don't play video games, but it looked like he was getting that work.
What's crazy about it though, you jump on there and there's this 12-year-old talking voice hasn't even changed yet. You're trash, I'm destroying you. I'm like, damn, I'm campaign mode, I'm on that. I'll see y'all maybe in like a week or something. One thing that was shocking as hell to me was Zion, stepping up and taking care of getting hourly wages and paying for them for a solid 30 days. I mean, did we expect a rookie? I mean, he's doing what the billionaire owners aren't doing.
Look, I don't even want to bash the billionaires who aren't doing it. I want to elevate the ones who are,
sure.
like Mark Cuban. And at some point, it's like, why are these dudes having to dip into their stash when you got people who are making 10, 15 times more than them, that are the face of these franchises, that are benefiting the most bread off of these franchises?
Yeah.
Like, step up, take care of them. But I'm even more concerned too, not even about the stadium employees, that's great, but like, what about all the parking people, the bacon wrap hot dog vendors for everybody in LA who knows? Like, that's a big part of the economy, these games and these live events. So I would say, amongst all the hysteria and everything like that, if you can try to give back to your local community as much as possible, help out the people that really need it. These mom and pop shops that are out here just holding on by a thread, and we don't know how long this thing is gonna last for, but they need your bread just as much as everybody else does. And look, we spent the beginning of the show talking about Steph's accolades on the basketball court. I do want to give it up to the man. I think what he's doing off the court is tremendous and amazing. Steph and Aisha committed to 1 million lunches for Oakland.
That's not $1 million, 1 million lunches.
That's unbelievable, Steph. All the love and praise to you and your boo. I think that's something that we're not really thinking about. These schools are shut down. A lot of these kids rely on these schools for their meals. That's the only meals they have in the day. No slander, nothing basketball related. It's all love from this standpoint. But once we get back to basketball, I hope LeBron busts that ass.
I have never witnessed anything like this. I don't know if anyone currently walking this planet has. A virus is spreading throughout the globe, disrupting our lives in ways only previously imagined in science fiction flicks. It's a very uncomfortable reality. We've been asked to stay at home as much as possible without many of our favorite pastimes to keep us occupied. The NBA has been suspended, as well as other major sports. The NCAA basketball season has been canceled for the first time in its history. Even Disney closes doors. What the hell do we even do during times like these? Honestly, I don't have a single clue. But maybe that's a good thing, because unfamiliar times can bring about unforeseen solutions. A world that seems to be moving faster and faster daily has been forced to slow down. What will we see? What will we learn? What will we change? Please, for yourself, take full advantage of this time. I wish you health. I wish you safety. And I wish you ample amounts of toilet paper. All right, I'm Jethro Jenkins.
I'm King Josiah 54.
I'm Zach.